Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do things a little bit different, and it's going to be more of a get ready with me style of video. I'm not actually going to be telling you the products that I'm using. I'm just going to be getting ready, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit more about my channel. I wanted to do this style of video so I could share a little bit of the backstory and let you know why I started my YouTube channel, the type of content you can come to expect from watching my channel, and the takeaways you'll have by following along. And if I'm looking down, just ignore me. I have notes on my phone, and I am kind of reading off of those to make sure that I fit in all of the points that I wanted to share with you. Also noting, I have had a cold the past week, and I'm dealing with really bad allergies, so my voice may sound a little off, and that's kind of more the reason why I wanted to do this style of video, because I'm not feeling the best, but I did want to produce something and get it out so I can be consistent on my channel. Sounds like something you'd be interested in learning more about. Be sure and keep watching. And don't forget to give me a like, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment introducing yourself. Alright, let's go. Welcome back. Okay, so I really want to kind of tell you a little bit of the background information as far as why I decided to start this channel. The biggest factor in me starting this channel is definitely because of COVID. I have considered doing a YouTube channel for years, so it's not like something I just decided to do solely because of COVID. It just ended up being one of the big reasons for it. I had plans this year on sending my daughter to preschool and going back to work for an employer. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because my husband and I were planning on trying to expand our family this year, and we wanted to kind of be able to save some money, put some money aside, and we also wanted to be able to save a lot of money on health insurance. We spend about $700 on health insurance a month, so that's a huge expense for us. So I figured if I was to go and work for an employer that provided health insurance, then that would just save us so much extra money and would really put us in a good position when we add another baby to the family. We just wanted to set ourselves up for the best situation with bringing in another child. We are so used to living off of my husband's income. I definitely still work. I actually have a marketing and design company that I run from the house, and it's more like a freelance gigs that I take up. However, that work is just not as consistent, and it takes a lot less effort to work for somebody else and just get a paycheck that way. So that's kind of what my plan was, to just work for somebody else for at least a year and just take 100% of my income and apply it towards paying some things off and just really putting us in a really solid financial situation. Long story short, I live in an area where most people are hiring in the spring, and unfortunately that's about when COVID happened, so things really started shutting down over here. A lot of the area is tourism based, So people stopped coming to the area. Things really seemed to slow down with all the uncertainty of the COVID, and people just stopped hiring. I know you would think that a marketing, graphic design, like digital media background would be an easy position to find, but honestly, in smaller towns and smaller areas like I live in, businesses just really haven't jumped as much on that bandwagon. And even if they're looking to fill those positions, a lot of businesses seem to think that's something that a high schooler could do without any degree or background. So they want to pay like minimum wage when you have a degree and a background to actually, achieve goals and not just create content and put it out. Once people started to understand COVID a little bit more and things slowly started opening up, people actually did start posting a couple of jobs. I did end up applying to just a few, but like I said, they were all like an hour away. And I never got any of those positions, which for me is so weird because I have never been somebody who applied for a job and like really didn't get it. We do live in a smaller area, so honestly there isn't much competition. It makes it a lot easier to get the job that you want. Not that my work doesn't speak for itself, because I do feel like that's the biggest factor in me getting hired on any place. Is I'm somebody who truly believes that if something's meant to be, it will happen. So the fact that I wasn't getting any of these jobs that I had applied for, which really wasn't much, I just took that as a sign that it wasn't meant to be. And as somebody who truly believes that if something's meant for you, it will happen. And if it's not meant to be, then it won't. So I don't tend to get upset if I don't get a position that I want. But it definitely made me curious as far as what exactly do I have in store for me? Like, what is my next step? What's my next plan? And I think as time went on, that question began to be answered. Because come to find out, I thought my daughter was going to be able to get into preschool and she couldn't. So she was going to stay home with me, and the reason why she even stays home with me and why I'm a stay-at-home working mom, it's not something that I ever really thought I would ever do, but in our area, childcare is so limited. So I ended up deciding to stay at home with my daughter. I actually didn't transition into doing that till a year or so after she was born, and it was something that I really struggled with because I am such a career-driven individual, and I didn't want to ruin my career by staying at home with my child. And I have worked in human resources before, and so I've seen it time and time again where women get out of the workforce and it's just such a struggle for them to get back in and get those positions that they really want. So I definitely didn't want that to happen to me. I did eventually get to the point where I really started to appreciate and enjoy staying at home with my daughter. My business started to pick up, and I have been so blessed to be able to enjoy keeping my career and being there for all those moments with my child. So back to what I was saying, pretty well, COVID happened, it changed my plans, it made it difficult for me to pursue that path that I thought I needed to take for this next year. And those doors were closed, so I knew I had to do something different. YouTube was something that I had considered for several years, and I figured, why not? I figured this is literally the best time to start a YouTube channel. People are on the internet more now than ever, YouTube viewership has doubled, and so I decided to just go ahead and give it a chance. Moving on, I want to share a little bit about the content you can expect to see by following my channel. The 3 types of content you can come to expect on my channel are going to be focused around beauty, fitness, and lifestyle. You can come to expect product reviews and tutorials. I will have a Follow My Fitness Journey series. In addition, I will have lifestyle featuring my pregnancy, motherhood, work-life balance, and topics affecting young women like myself that I feel like you'd be able to relate to, and I hope to empower and inspire you. By following my beauty channel, you will learn tips and tricks on nailing your makeup routine. And as an audience member, you'll be able to request the videos that you want to see. If you want me to try out a product, let me know in the comments. If you want to see something specifically related to beauty, just let me know and I can make that happen. Starting out, I'm going to end up doing mainly beauty focused videos, and the reason for that is because I want to create a large collection of one topic so that you have binge-worthy content. When it comes to my fitness journey series that I plan on creating for you, I plan on using this platform as a way to hold myself accountable and also inspire others. I love watching other people reach their fitness goals. It really helps to keep me motivated and stay inspired, and I want to provide that inspiration and motivation for others. And then finally, the last topic I want to share is going to be lifestyle based. I want to be able to share some of my life experiences that I think you would find relatable, and I hope to empower other women with the takeaways and the lessons that I learned through these experiences. I will talk about how my adoption story shaped my life. For those who don't know, I was adopted when I was 6 years old. And my parents who adopted me, they not only adopted me, but they adopted 9 children in total. So I definitely have a very unique story and to the beginning of my life. So I think that would be something that you would find really interesting. It definitely played a huge role in how I grew up and the woman that I am today. I also want to share a little bit about struggles in the workforce for women and how I maintain a work-life balance and why I decided to create the life that I always wanted and how you can do that as well. In addition, I plan on sharing a little bit about my crazy pregnancy experience. I had cholestasis of pregnancy from early on in the very first trimester. It made for a very long and challenging pregnancy. I was taking up to 15 pills a day. I had 3D ultrasounds every other week, up to weekly, and it was one for the books for sure. So I want to share a little bit about that. I think talking about pregnancy is something that is so special and so unique. It's something that a lot of us women can bond over. And I love hearing stories about other people's experiences. I do feel like everybody's experience is unique in their own. Sometimes you can relate, sometimes you can't. But that's the beauty of it. So I want to share a little bit about my unique experience, and if you're going through what I went through, hopefully maybe you can learn a little bit, or just have somebody to connect with and know that you're not alone. And then I would like to just share a little bit about motherhood and just creating the life that you want to live. I hope this video has given you a little insight into what you can expect from my channel, why you should follow along, and a little bit of that backstory. I hope that you continue and watch my videos from the beginning to the end. Every interaction that you make with my channel makes such a huge impact, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you know every time I upload a new video. And I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.